real. And to me, I have never seen where there was any freedom that has never been war, even the Bible. The whole thing that Israelites fought for, everything they gained in the Bible was they really fought for it. I never seen when they were praying and everything just come to their way. So it's never easy to be a freedom fighter. You have to be seeing some gossipers. If Mazin Nanukalo, like some people say that Mazin Nanukalo, that was like his approach. Like some years ago, like I started following Mazin Nanukalo as of 2015. Even then, I have to. He started everybody.
Please let us be very quick in asking our questions. If you have a question, bring it up immediately, just immediately, so that others can come up. Please.
Okay. Sir, there's this thing I just want to like confirm from you, sir. This declaration you said on December 2nd. So what I want to know, like, do we have that enough soldier? Do you have that enough soldier? That is what I just want to confirm, sir.
No, we are waiting for you to be enough.
We are following Mandikan, we are following PM. We are asking, do you have enough soldier? Please, next person, please. Arinze, please come up with your question. Please, let's leave the accolades and the stories. Go straight to the question so that other people can come up. Arinze, please grab the mic.
Okay. Yeah, good evening, my PM. Good evening, Mazi Rafe Chamaka Jerry. Good evening, Mazi Sonia Barawanda. I greet you all, Biafrans. I don't have any question. I just want to correct somebody that was talking about Ete as not being part of map in Biafra in Old Enugu State. Ete is a county in Ohabeni State in Old Enugu State. So let him go and check and verify. Ete is a county and is in the map. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Arinze. Thank you for that update. I'm sure the brother is listening. Please verify very well. There is no part of Biafra that is not in the map. Every part of Biafra is in the map. We have 40 United States of Biafra. Thank you very much, Mazi, for that update. All right, I want to try this fellow that just came in now. Amaz, I don't know, sounds very Nigerian. Amaz, can you unmute yourself? No, he's not ready. All right, please, Cyprian Ugochukwu, please unmute yourself.
Thank you, Pastor Van, my Honorable Minister of Information. I greet you. Obatobie, Odogu Karaka Kebo. I thank you. I just want to thank you for all that you are doing for us here in homeland. And I also want to thank you for remembering Lagos. You say you also want to pay us a visit in Lagos. I want to say thank you for remembering Lagos. I also want to ask if with all those victories that we are recording everywhere, is our app that we are expecting in this month, is it still going to be workable? Thank you, sir. God bless you all.
The Biafra app will be launched this month. Thank you.
You heard that, and I'm sure you're happy about that. Thank you very much. Thank you, RPM. Thank you, sir. We'll move. I think that was from C.
Bam, pick this Citizen Dama.
Okay, thank you.
Please let me go down and come up again because I can't hear many people. Citizen Dama, please.
Okay, we'll do that. Citizen Dama, please grab the mic and bring your question, please. Citizen Dama, unmute yourself.
Yeah, good evening, amazing people. I remain my humble self, Citizen Dama, a Pan-Africanist and a lover of freedom. The Honorable Prime Minister and his cabinet members here, the information ministers, I greet you and other amazing people in the house. You know, the network here has been behaving like a drunkard. It's been difficult. The last time you were on space, I think that was yesterday, I was struggling to speak to you, but the network didn't allow me to really hold it on. But we have to continue. Minister, I must tell you, I have so many questions I want to put to you. because you're doing an amazing job. It's true. The fact remains you have a lot of enemies. You also have a lot of loyal friends. So my question number one is, from what I see, it appears that a lot of people have love for what you're doing, and even across the continent of Africa. So what I want to find out from you is, and I don't know if you really know what I'm talking about now, because you might appear to be having a lot of resistance and opposition and attacks, but a lot of people admire what you're doing and they are carefully monitoring what you're doing. So I want to find out from you, do you have any arrangement to accommodate the influx of people who would want to be citizens of your new dream African country, Biafra? Because I see a lot of people from the southwestern part of Nigeria and across Nigeria and Africa flooding into the new African Renaissance country. Do you have any apparatus to accommodate all the people that want to be citizens of Biafra when it comes?
We cannot guarantee or promise that we are going to accommodate all. Even America cannot accommodate all. But what we are going to do is that we are appealing to those people who are now planning how to come to Biafra to please allow us to build our country first. Give us a space so that you will be very happy to come at the end of the day. That is the appeal we are going to give to Africans who want to come to Biafra land. They should give us a little space to make that country of the dream that they want to see. And then after that, we'll welcome them.
Okay, one of the questions I wanted to put to you yesterday, but the network didn't allow me to hold it on, was regarding the recent gunshots and awareness that was created within the capital of Imo State, Owerri, where there was a lot of awareness across the city, and few hours later, we saw some propaganda material flying across social media saying that those people who came into Owerri, it was actually a kind of feud between a policeman who had a gun and the mechanic who was working in his car, who they had a little misunderstanding, and then the police officer was after the guy, he shot, and then other police formation and military formations across the city were releasing gunshots in the air. So I really want to confirm if the awareness that happened on the 31st and 30th day of July was from your messengers. Thank you.
I have not come across any story about a mechanic, but what I am aware of is that there have been war going on, Biafra-Nigeria war, and this war is happening very, very heavily in the former Imo State. Today we have 3 states from the former Nigeria Imo State. We have Olo State, Okigwe State, and Owerri State. So the war is going on in those areas, and if you are hearing gunshot, it has to do with the exchange of fire between Biafra forces and the Nigeria terrorist group called the police or the army, or either of them. So any gunshot you hear, nobody can carry gun in Biafra land and be in the street, except the Biafra Defense Forces. Of course, if there are other criminals from the Nigeria-sponsored Nigeria state, like we have had it in the past, we'll confront them. Because our duty to protect our women and children. Not like you see the contracted Asari Dokubo to kill our people. We have been able to neutralize all his terrorist group. None of them, not even one, is present today in Biafra territory. That is the job that the Biafra Defense Force have done for the past 2 years.
Okay, the Prime Minister, what I'm referring to is actually on the 30th and 31st day.
I have just answered you. If you hear any gunshot,
there was sporadic shooting.
I have just answered you. If you hear any gunshot, there is probably exchange of fire between the Biafra forces and the Nigeria terrorist group. That is the answer I'm giving you now. So if you see any story which they have manipulated or whatever, or propaganda, you just call it propaganda. And you are still asking again, when you yourself address it as a propaganda. There is nothing like mechanic anything. The war is going on heavily in the present Imo state. And like you see, they have come with mercenaries. They come with armored tanks, which we are posting on the social media every day, as our drone are getting the videos, CCTV of the Biafra Defense Forces are releasing those images. We are releasing those images of the ongoing war in our land. So I do not know why people are asking questions about who is shooting gun. If you hear gun, it is between the Biafra forces and the Nigeria terrorist state.
I'm sure you have you've asked enough questions. Citizen Dama, thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you.
No, I am not done with my question, but I use the mic so other people will ask. I still have questions I want to ask the Prime Minister, but other people can continue. I still stand by. I want my questions much later.
All right, thank you. Mazi Chidozie, please come up with your question, please.
Okay, good evening. Hope I'm coming clear.
Yes, but make sure there is no noise in your background. The noise is too much.
Okay, I have two questions. One of it is when the Biafra is declared, because in our home now I'm in Biafra land, and there is one problem I'm viewing. In Biafra land now, between 14 years upward, young boys and girls are practicing fraudster. I want to know the machinery, how the government will handle this situation. That's the first question. Second is, as we are still struggling,
Which situation?
fraudster situation in our young boys and
You mean
girls.
fraudster?
Yes.
It's like you have not been following the government of Biafra, our activities and what we are doing.
I've been following.
Okay, then it means you are not getting what we are doing. We have eliminated, we have laid a foundation. Can you mute yourself, please? Because I'm hearing myself. Can you mute yourself? Stay muted, please.
Mute yourself. Go on, please.
All right. The Biafra Republic government in exile, we know exactly why fraud strives in Nigeria, which is what I have explained in the beginning of this space. So I don't know when you joined. If you have joined this space from the beginning, you will understand that I have explained the foundation of the fraud that you see today from many Nigerians. Is a foundational problem. And for us to have identified the foundational problem means that we have the solution. Because for you to solve a problem, you must know the root cause of that problem. That's why when you go to hospital, they have to do a series of tests to know what is wrong with you. They don't just go and start giving you drugs. That is what Nigeria is doing. When you go, they give you drugs without checking what is wrong with you. And the system of Nigeria is exactly like that. That's why they can never get anything right. So what do we do as a government? We first of all identify the root cause and this foundational problem that have put us into this chaotic situation for decades. And so we started developing database system to eliminate fraud. It didn't end there. The Biafra government has unveiled the Biafra National Identity Card, facial verification, powered by the Biafra Security Administration. That eliminate forgery, that eliminate the fraud and identity theft. Even while we are in exile, we have eliminated and laid the background to eliminate fraud that we have in Nigeria today, where people can forge their national ID card and passport and all that. Having a database system will eliminate the fraud that will inherit from Nigeria 60%. Then our laws and policies will take the rest. And that's how we will become a very sane society within just 3 years after independence and recognition. So you do not need to worry about the fraudsters. We have already started solving the problem foundationally. From the Biafra government in exile, as soon as Biafra has been restored, the government in exile will be dissolved. Transitional government will be instituted. We already have the government structure called the de facto government in the homeland, where Biafra have created 40 United States of Biafra. Every state has administrator, every state have deputy, every state have 15 county. In each county, you have 5 districts. In each state, you have 75 districts and 15 county. All these positions are occupied by Biafrans. And we are building the structure to eliminate fraud that will be inherited from Nigeria. So as soon as Biafra has been declared, and we're going to fight with Nigeria for a while, because I know they are never going to allow us to go freely. So we are going to fight with them. But the difference this time around is that we're not going to fight like the 1967 Biafra war. We have understood how we are going to defeat Nigeria using multi-dimensional approach. One approach is the arm approach, which is defending ourselves with the arms and at the same time delegitimizing them both with civil demonstration and in the armed struggle. 2, diplomatic approach, which we are doing today by having lobbyists in the United States, making sure that our voice are heard in the highest level of the United States Congress, the United States Department of State, and so on and so forth. 3, the political approach. The political approach is the approach that the Biafra government in exile today has conducted and continue to conduct the Biafra self-referendum, which has 3 stages. Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3. This political approach is the highest and the most important approach. All of them are very important, but this particular political approach is the most important approach, which gives you the right to decide whether you are supporting what we are doing or not. And today, we have gotten the support of 49 million Biafrans. You can't beat that. Who will hear that kind of thing and shun and overlook it? 49 million. 49 million Biafrans have supported Simon Ekpa and supported Biafra government in exile and say, please, save us from Nigeria. And the beginning will be on the 2nd of December, where we are going to actually count how many Biafrans have asked us to go and fight for them and give us their mandate. After that particular vote has been counted, we will now read the declaration document that Biafra government has drafted on behalf of how many millions of Biafra that have given us their mandate through the self-referendum. We will begin to fight for the ratification of this result of the self-referendum, which you can see many international institutions are already saying aye, an aye on Biafra self-referendum. I want somebody to post the OBRT or ORB something research article from the United Kingdom. They went to Nigeria, they went to Biafra land, and they asked people questions to know what is going on. And they came back, they were shocked. I want everybody to read it. I posted it yesterday. I want you to go and read that article. That is one of the most powerful articles so far. Neutral. They went and they investigate themselves, investigative journalism. They ask people questions. This self-referendum that Biafra are conducting, what is it? This, are you ready to leave Nigeria? Do you go and read it? It's done by people who have nothing, absolutely nothing to do with Biafra government, but they went to do their job as journalists. They went and traveled there and saw things themselves. And that was when we had about 30 million votes. Today it is 49 million. And the number is still rising. So my brother, you see, there is no way this Biafra will not come. If you don't come with our guns, it will come with the political approach. If you don't come with the political approach, it will come with the diplomatic approach. If you don't come with the diplomatic approach, it is come when we combine the three together. That is exactly why Nigeria can never survive this. Thank you very much.
Wow. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I really understand. Thank you for the good job you are doing for the Biafran people. May God of Biafra always protect you and give you guidance. Ise.
Who's the person that is speaking? Is that Chidi? Is that Chidozie?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Thank you very much. All right. We move, and then I give the microphone to the next person. Obele Ojuku. Obele Ojuku, please grab the mic.
I,
You have
I,
60 seconds.
I greet Biafrans. I greet you, our Prime Minister, Sonia Barawan Mekene. Please, can I speak in Igbo?
Go ahead.
Okay. Onye isi, Pamoisa, asị m, ana m afụ ihe ị na-eme dị egwu. Ị na-eyi ndị ụjọ o. Ị na-eyi ndị ezigbote ụjọ. O nwere aircraft na-abụ ndị a gote. All because of ị na-ene anya n'ime ọhịa. Because ezigbote ụjọ dị ha na-arụ the last time ha bịa. Ịghọta. So ihe m na-ekwu bụ, now anyị need inwe a platform for ndị Biafrans, ndị dị good in coding, you understand, in programming. Because you watch ihe na-eme na Ukraine na ịma na ihe niile abụrụzi ego ka eji azụ ihe niile. A na-eji ihe $10 eme ihe ejikwa $100,000 eme, whatever. In the aspect, onwe aspect na-ekwugasị, onwe some mechanics, ihe niile abụrụzi so mechanical, a na-use soft, ụmụ kirikiri ihe for some very big results. So in that aspect, I need to go programmers and so you should all the time now. That's my question, sir.
There is no time for anything. Everything is happening. So, we have the Department of Programming, in the Biafra Defense Force, and those who are doing it are doing it. And when we are going to need new intake, we'll make it public and people will know. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Obele,
and if you think that you are good and you are a very good programmer, that you have something you think that will benefit from you, you can contact any of the team here, and you can write the sources, for example, and then present what you think you can do, and let me hear from you. I can have a meeting with you and see where we can move from there.
Okay.
If you come as a Nigeria agent, you will die.
Nigeria agent, my father no logo Biafra. My father no logo Biafra. Before I follow what you say, from Malo even Nandikano, my father is gone down, call him everything, you understand? My father no logo na bagana. I saw now. Kinako. Ha, or the possible more Nigerian agent. Before 2015, Louis and we are able to make Biafran since from Bonneju n'afọ. Mmadụ akọrọ maka Biafran wee so. Ọ mmụnye ka amụnye m n'ime. Thank you very much, Onyeisi.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right, we give the microphone to Amaz. Amaz, pick the mic and come with your question.
Good evening, Biafrans. Good evening, our PM, Master Simon Ekpa, and the Lafel. Good evening, everyone in the house. You guys are doing a great job. I just want to make contribution. Like I live here in Israel, and everybody here born of Israel goes undergo army training. Can we have such programs when Biafra comes for all Biafrans to partake in military training to be able to make a Biafra?
I don't know when you are you part of us from, or you are just repenting now.
I'm a Biafra. I'm only Bukambuka Soibo.
Were you part of us, or you are just repenting?
No, no, no. Hey, someone on the kind of way. Someone on the
So
kind
now the kind of
of
way we don't a kidnap in Kenya. Did you back down like other did, or are you
No,
still
no,
you're still
no,
with
no,
us?
no, 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 no. I'm still with you. I
Because
still
if you
with
are still
you.
with if you are with us, you will not be asking this question because you know this issue has been addressed severally.
Yes.
That we are going to
Okay.
have military, training for 18 years up is a must.
Yes, I know,
Government.
but I want like every family in Biafra, even in Egypt, they're doing it like every
You said
family
you
in.
know, and you are still saying you want. What exactly are you talking about? If you know what I'm saying, why are you asking the question?
I want it to be kind of a nationhood program for all Biafrans to be trained as a soldier in case of emergency.
This statement, no rhyme at all. Please,
Mhm.
please, Pastor Baba, please continue,
Thank you.
please.
Amaz, you obviously you are not following. The answer has been given to you even now, even though it has been attended to so many more than 2 years ago. Our PM have drawn this blueprint. Everybody is aware, so you should know it's our program. Thank you very much
Okay,
for coming
okay.
up. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless Biafra.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, we
Thank you.
move. Thank you. Citizen Dama, your hand is still up. You want to engage with another question? Let's give you the chance to do that again.
It
Yes,
seems you are not looking very well. Since my hand was up, I
There's
thought,
only there's only one hand that was up. That was Citizen Dama. Speak
no,
now.
my hand was up since. You don't. My hand was up since.
I don't even know who is talking. I can't even see you.
It's
Who's this?
Ben Chooks.
I can't even see you anyway. All right, hold on. After Citizen Dama, you will speak up. I
No,
can't
no, I
even
think
see.
Benchus can talk because he has been. Allow him to talk. Allow him
Okay,
to ask questions.
Ben, choose. Go ahead. After you, then Citizen. Go ahead. I can't even see him. Very strange. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, because really, I'm surprised.
I can't see you. It's
you,
not showing
you,
me.
called,
It's not showing me here.
you called many people. I was first raise my hand before.
You did
You
well
know.
as you spoke. Go ahead and speak now, please.
Yeah, thank you so much, PM. You really awake every time. So I really love your passion today. The passion of speech you made is really got my heart. PM, my little question is, you know, after we restore Biafra, after everything has been done, we're gonna have a high number of post-war graduates. And before we start building our institution and industries, how do you think we are going to handle high number of post-war graduates? Thank you.
How do we handle post-war graduates?
Yeah, I mean before we start building our institution and the industries, because many is gonna come back, at, so that we don't get chaos.
There will be no before. There will be no before we start building. We are going to hit the ground running immediately.
Oh, wonderful.
So there will be no before. So as you are coming, we engage you.
All right.
That's
I'm sure
absolutely.
you got that.
Thank you so much.
Another question, because I cannot see you, honestly. I'm still not seeing you, but you're talking. It's very strange. Do you have another question, Benchooks?
I reserve it. Let other people
Uh,
goes on.
all right. Thank you. My Minister of Communication is back. Mazi Sami, do you want to say something?
No, my minister, right on, sir. Right on, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. We move. The only hand I can see up is Citizen Dama. Let's get that over with. Go ahead, please.
so the able Prime Minister, I want to emphasize once again that you enjoy a lot of unseen and invisible goodwill among the people of this country. And I want to emphasize that again and again. The state of the country as we speak, I don't want to say that Nigeria is a failed state. I don't want to say there is hardship in the land and the blood of citizens is painting the whole country following the end bad governance protest that is vibrating across the land. But I also want to let you know that among the military and police formations in the land in Nigeria, you also enjoy a lot of love and sympathy. My question is, there was a time you made calls for people to drop their uniform and cross carpets to to show their allegiance to the struggle for Biafra. I want to find out if that window is still open, and if it is open, what exactly is the process in case someone who is tired of receiving 1,200 naira allowance in the battlefront and Sambisa forest, as confirmed by the CDS Musa Christopher on live TV, where he cried that his men were receiving an allowance of 1,200 naira every day. So I believe I'm just speaking the mind of some people I have been in contact with. Is there any corridor you provided for them to actually activate that process of switching their allegiance from Nigeria to your Biafra struggle?
Yes, the door is open any day, anytime. But the difference is that they will be on their own. They are not going to join the Biafra Liberation Army. They will form special forces on their own. And the Biafra government will take care of them. We are in a war situation, and we have designed our structure so that Nigeria can never penetrate us. So those people that are willing to join Biafra to fight against this terrorist state are welcome. We're going to tell them how we run our own government. They are going to be an independent command. So, and that's how we're going to start. I'm making this public. We're not hiding anything. So they must be ready to be on their own.
Please, when you say on their own, I want to underline that phrase. Are you saying they are not going to be catered to, there won't be provision for them to take care of their families? What exactly is on their own?
Told you when I mean on their own is that they are not going to be part of the Biafra Defense Forces. They are not going to be part of our command. When I mean they're not going to be part of our command is that they are not going to be in our base, in our camp anywhere. They will have their different base and command with a special assignment.
I'm sure you understood that, citizen.
Thank you for the answer.
He's not talking about the the financial aspect of anything. So that they will be on
yes,
their own.
I do. Okay. I do. I'm actually trying to be a good Samaritan here, trying to speak for my beloved friends who are, grooming and mourning, hoping that they wouldn't be here to ask this question. Because as a matter of fact, we understand that Nigerian system must have an eye and ear in this kind of platform. So I believe a lot of them might be listening to my question and they'll be thanking me in their hearts. So my second question goes to, I know the Prime Minister is not a man of fantasy, although he smiles, and I recall some years back, during my school days, I used to have a friend who is called Smiling Devil. When he smiles, there are vibrations and reverberations across the land. Some people wonder, is he a clown? What kind of monster of enigma is Simon Ekpa? So the other time you talked about the proposed bad governance protest, which is happening now, and you said something in the lines of if people got hurt, especially Biafrans, got killed during the protest, or if Nigerians got shot at during the protest, and anyone who would want to bear arms to defend themselves, that weaponize this process. I don't know how you intend to make this statement a reality. Is there kind of, how does that really work? I want to get some more insight.
You want me to tell you how I'm going to make it a reality? Is that really, are you really asking that?
You're asking for security details.
And my comment was that if any Biafran is killed, and I maintain that statement. If any Biafran is killed, we will punish those who care to carry arms to defend themselves. And unfortunately, fortunately, as you can see, no Biafran is in the protest, and they will never be part of the protest. But if they are in their businesses and they get killed, then you will see the madness in us. I know that some people have tried to lure us into to do what I have promised. And somebody came to the space yesterday and said, "Oh, they were killing Biafran in Lagos." Or I have the video. I have the video because they are trying everything to drag us into it. So it is not just we know when such thing happen, and we will investigate it before we take action. So if you go and start making video and punching somebody, that's a Biafran, this is a Biafran, come and go and show it to Simon Ekpa so that we join this protest. You are wasting your time. We dictate how we fight Nigeria, not you dictating how we are going to fight Nigeria. So we have our own way. We dictate how we fight Nigeria in our own way. So if any Biafran is killed, like the terrorist army are threatening that they are going to do this, they are watching. We are watching too. And believe me, you think that this is not going to be for our own advantage? It is the highest advantage we are going to get over Nigeria. Because the reason why we are not joining this thing is not about ending Nigeria. If it is about ending Nigeria, believe me, we will be leading this protest. But anything bad, better Nigeria, count Biafrans out of it. So, but when we are going to come in, is for self-defense, to defend our people. If any Biafran is killed, it is going to be brutal. I'm telling you the fact.
Okay, PM, I think Citizen Dama, you have asked.
Okay, I am not. I am not done. I am not done. But if anyone has
Mute your mic,
further
the man
questions,
is talking. Let him, so you hear him.
No, I think I finished. Somebody is saying something.
Okay.
Yeah, Mazi from Triple M has been raising hand also, like me, for a long time. Maybe your system is not seeing him.
Yeah, I'm not seeing them. Okay, immediately after this citizen, now let him ask one more question, and that will be it, so that we'll be able to bring those that I'm not seeing. Then they will begin to talk one after the other. Please, citizen Dama, the last question, the very last question. Pick the best of the best questions you have and ask it now. Just one, so that we attend to others that have their hands up. Do that now, please.
I have 2 or 3
No,
more
just one.
important
I'm
questions
taking
I
only
want to
one
get
question more from
clarification
you.
from.
One.
But I can ask one, and then maybe some other time I
Go
pose
ahead,
those
please.
other questions. So the last question I want to ask, which is very important, because I tried to seek opinions of some people at the grassroots, and it appears they enjoy your good speech in trying to maintain security in the eastern region, that's the Biafran region, and then they also believe that Martin and the county is alive today is causes of what you're doing, and the hope of Biafra is causes of what you're doing. But a lot of people have come to interact with have an issue with the sit at home, and they are like, is there any way your cabinet can tweak the sit at home order, which usually affect the poor people in the region, to sanctioning the political ropes who are actually agents of oppression, who are also frustrating the struggle, instead of allowing the sit at home to actually bite at the poor Nigerians and Biafrans in the region? Is there any way you can translate the sit at home order into a sanction on the political elements in the region? Thank you.
One thing people don't understand is the structure of Nigeria. Nigeria have what we call a very complex system. And the reason why what we are doing is looking very strange to many people is because they never understand, and they will never understand, this complex system of Nigeria. So it needed a very complex solution. That's why everybody is complaining. So of course, not everybody, but those who do not understand this complexity will always complain, oh, sit at home is affecting everybody. Oh, you can never detach a tick from a dog without the dog feeling the pain. You understand? Do you know what is tick?
Yes, I do. The tick is on the dog. I know the tick.
So
Yeah.
you know the tick that is sucking the blood from the dog.
Yes, I want, when you want to put it off, the dog usually feel uncomfortable, but you're doing the dog a lot of
That is
good.
it. That
I
is the
know.
point. That is exactly what Nigeria is all about. You can never save our people without them feeling the pain. And that's exactly the pain they are going to feel. It is normal in nature. So people need to understand. We're happy that Biafrans has come to understand it. The only people that are complaining and they are not understanding it are even those who are not a Biafra people. Because those who are Nigerians, they are the ones who are crying over our own suffering. They cry that their cries are not real. These are the people who disenfranchise us. They denied us. Even the palliative, during the palliative, every region in Nigeria collected palliative from Nigeria government. Only Biafra people did not collect. They denied us, even up to the extent of Indomie. Palliative, Indomie. They denied us Indomie. That is the hate, the level of hate. And the people who denied us these Indomies are the people crying today that Biafrans, you are locking them up. They are sitting at home. They are doing this and doing that. Because they know it is shaking their evil entity and destroying it. So the cry they are crying over Biafra is not actually over Biafra. They are crying for how they have lost everything because they see it is going down the ocean. And they can't save it. So rather they come to cry. Today they love you. They love you. The same thing, the same people who kidnapped Mazenam Kano today are the one calling for his release. Are the one saying, oh, if he come, Simon Ekpa will disappear. Oh, come bring him out. When he comes, insecurity will disappear. As if I was the one or I am the one creating insecurity. But the killings of Biafran people have been going on before I came on board. The same people who said Mazen Kano was the cause of insecurity, they planned to kill him. They didn't work. They kidnapped him. And today, the situation has escalated to something else. And again, he has become a saint. Some people were celebrating when they brought him handcuffed, face covered on marks in Abuja court. Hey! Some people were kneeling down in Lagos, praising God, and they were making video posts on social media. Oh, he has been captured. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. Oh. Today, these same people are the one saying that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a reasonable person because they have seen a monster, and the monster is needed to fight another monster. Without being a monster, you cannot withstand a monster. And that is what God has created in me and in many of us. And I have to deal with it. There is no going back. Till freedom is achieved and we are going to celebrate in our own land as free people from Nigeria. It's going to happen in this life and in this age and in this generation. And I'm leading it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, my PM. Those of you that are still waiting to ask questions, you can readily see that the PM is always ready to engage and answer questions. So that's why you must be ready to ask questions. Dama has spent a long time here. He's here because he's asking questions, and the PM is ready to answer your questions. So who is that brother that was raising his hand that I'm not seeing? Was that
Mr. Triple M.
Okay, Triple M, I cannot see you from here, but just raise up your hand, please. Sorry, just unmute yourself, please.
Thank you, my dear brother, Pastor Van Van Vam. I greet each and every one of us in the house. Every protocol duly observed. His Excellency, Mr. Simon Ekpa, our savior, the savior of our time. We appreciate you. I really appreciate you the more. You've saved so many lives. Although I wouldn't have to say much because the question I was about to ask has been answered, or has been asked already. It's about the Biafra social network, but you have already addressed it. So I want to use this opportunity to appreciate you the more because you have saved so many lives, my brother. You are really God sent. Initially, when the sit at home was coming up, people of Nigeria were like saying it is them, they are destroying the economy. You told them that time shall come. They know exactly what we are doing. This is the time. Now we are not crying. They are the people crying. Thank you, my Prime Minister. I appreciate you. Airborne.
Born. Okay, means our brother did not ask any question. Please, just like I'm not seeing you, you will do me a favor to go down and to listening mode so that someone else will be able to come up to ask a question to the PM. I can see here raised, I am the good guy. I'm the good guy. Unmute yourself and bring your question, please.
Good evening from my end to you, Pastor Van Van Van. Good evening to our Honorable Minister of Information, and good evening to our Honorable Prime Minister, the Authority of Biafra, the Agone Chamber 1 of Biafra, the Ambassador of Peace. Again, this season of chaos in the zoo have once again affirmed why you are indeed an ambassador of peace. And this is that aspect that must always be emphasized also too. Today, all eyes have seen that in the east, in the eastern region of Nigeria, which is majorly Biafra land, how peaceful and many lives saved. It's a reference, and for somebody who came here to suggest that sit-at-home should be considered, why would we be talking about sit-at-home being considered when the man they called considered as the deputy speaker had in this prison, just without him knowing, by the spirits controlling him, to affirm, to confirm to you, to everybody who cares to listen, how powerful, how effective that civil disobedience hashtag sit at home, what it has done to the government. And he encouraged people that if there was any time to sit at home, that it is now, and emphasize how important it is. This is to tell, these are the criminals who are at that level that you call your leaders, coming to tell you the effectiveness of that singular civil disobedience strategy. So I want to encourage our PM who have led the Biafrans this far. My only question to our PM is more like a clarification, not a question, rather. Some time ago, it was announced to Biafrans that there is a portal, there is an opening for volunteers, people who have different skills, different profession, who want to actually be part from the beginning, from the foundational stage of the new nation Biafra. How far is this portal, this opening, this call? Is this still opening? And are there limitations to people who can be part of this volunteer group? What I mean by limitation, those where we reside, especially those who are within the homeland, are they restricted? Are they limited to being part of this call for self-service to the nation? That is my question to you, sir. Thank you. And I yield my mic.
Thank you very much. There is no opening at the federal level. There is no opening at the central level. There may be opening in your various states. So go to your state and see what you can do for them. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And I'm sure that brother, I am the good guy. I'm sure you have gotten the answer there. One, please unmute yourself. One, unmute yourself and bring your question.
Hello, good evening, my beloved Prime Minister. God sent. Any day I open my this and I don't see a tweet, I don't sleep. So my question is concerning this dead country called Nigeria, because there is a news I saw today. They said that WhatsApp is leaving Nigeria. So I want to know the effect of their departure from Nigeria to our Biafran people, because they say that the condition Nigeria gave to them, they cannot continue, that are leaving Nigeria. So I want to know if there is anything for us, the effect it will have on us.
We have the Biafra app that is going to be even more effective than the WhatsApp and Telegram combined. So why are you worried about that? Download our app. You can chat, you can make a live stream, you can post videos, you can do exactly what you do with YouTube. Go beyond YouTube. You do what you do in WhatsApp, chat with your friends, call with your friends, do video call, group chat, and all that. So what do you need WhatsApp for?
Okay. I'm not worried. It's because of them. I'm not worried. it can't have any effect on me. Thank you very much.
Oh,
God bless you. Continue your good work, and the Lord continue to strengthen you.
thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, I noticed that from another device, I can see you. Ben Chooks, your hand is up again. You want
Okay.
to unmute yourself?
Okay. Thank you, Mazis Van Van Van.
Yeah.
PM, another thing I wanted to ask, in Biafra land, are we going to have a social health insurance scheme as we have here in Europe? And if at all we have it, how
Those
are
things have been, this thing we hear all these
we,
things, PM have already treated this issue. We have all
issue,
this package all lined up.
or
We are
maybe I
told the
didn't,
story that
maybe I didn't follow up when
obviously it didn't follow up. We are going
yeah.
to have health benefits, the best, even more than what you have in Europe. These things have been outlined in the past. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
All right. We move. No hands is up again. And then let me begin to ask you to come in, those that couldn't raise their hands. Great Biafra VIP. Do you want to unmute yourself? Great Biafra VIP. Great Biafra VIP. You cannot unmute. We have Ben Hall Gill. Who's this one? Please, can you unmute yourself? Okay. He's still requesting to come in. He has not come in yet. So many of you that are trying to come in, but this device, let's see if we can pump you guys in. Okay. Chizoba Chuku, can you hear me? And please unmute yourself and come with your question. Chizoba seems not to be there. And curiosity led me to actually bring this Ugwa Solomon. Ugwa Solomon, please, can you come up with your question, please?
Good evening, my Prime Minister. Good evening, everyone.
Go ahead, bring your question.
I'm very glad to be in your midst this night. Thank you, our Prime Minister, for all you have been doing. I don't have any question. I just want to encourage you with what you are doing. You are a great man. Keep up the good work. We are behind you. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, Ben Hall, you can speak now. Unmute yourself. Ben Hall, you were lifting your finger the other time. Do you want to unmute yourself? Can't you do that? All right, maybe you can talk where you are. It's okay. Chima Emeaji, unmute yourself.
Okay, my brother Van Van Van, I greet you so much. Sani Abarawa, good evening. My PM, I greet you especially. And when him to Melko, I just want to say to our politicians who are now coming to take glory of not protesting in the East, like Hope Uzodinma, that man, Hope, he came to claim now Igbo people listened to him, and when they spoke, they listened. I want to let him know that it's not nobody obeyed him. It was Simon that made it possible, and they need to start learning how to give honor to whom honor is due. And to my siblings, those ones who were talking before how Simon was working for APC, I hope they now. I saw one of them start. Going on but these are the first people creating a hashtag. Simon is APC, arrest him, he's terrorist, he's this, he's that, since 2 days, only to come back today. They should start learning how to appreciate Simon for the good work he is doing. Because the truth is that if we didn't have somebody like him, it could have been terrible. So there's nothing, I didn't have any question to ask. I just want to say, Nam, Jishike, Jidake Beji, Nebi Jidema. There was a. There
Yeah,
was.
well, thank you. All right. We have the eye. The eye, can you unmute yourself?
Hello.
Hello, go ahead. Bring your question.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity at this point in time. First and foremostly, I want to thank our PM, Simon Ekpa, Jishike, Nwanne, Jishike, Awumonyi Imo, Jishike, Igbaliala, Inana Agbale. Another person to thank very well, our chief of army staff, Orabueze, I think. Ngozi Orabueze. Yajishike, in a team here. I can see what they are doing, you know. My question, without wasting so much time, my question, my PM, I believe them because Otelaka watch again before maybe do some wegi Otelaka even before Davido join this struggle. You were Amam you know, Amam. So let us not go there. No, now the question is because my question now, Olembe, because Olembe ichere na anyị nwere ike anyị nwawo Biafrans nọ na diaspora, you know, ihe kpatara m na-alabalị ụlọ kemgbe ole mgbe paspọtụ Nigeria m mere expire sef, the second one m nara njiri mere the United Kingdom indefinite leave to remain or further leave to remain and all of that. Ole mgbe ichere biko, because achọrọ m ịlụ ụlọ with my Biafran passport or your whole British passport, because I did British in war. I'm not a British, I'm a visitor. And yeah, that's true. And ole mgbe ichere biko anyị nwere ike ibido use our Biafran passport were lawa ụlọ were lawa gawa any other country for visit, because that's my question. Thank you so much.
When we have declared Biafra, stand against Nigeria terrorist state, defend it, and get recognition from the United Nations and other countries of the world. That is when you have passport.
Thank you, my PM. Thank you, sir. Please, if you are brought into the room, do not unmute yourself to avoid noise distracting the PM when he's answering the questions, please. Thank you very much. I'm sure you got that answer, you know, and I'm sure it's a very adequate one indeed.
Can you hear me? One more question, please. Just one more question, and we'll close.
Okay, sir. And then I'll give the privilege to there's this Pedro Ben. Pedro Ben, can you unmute yourself? Pedro Ben is not ready to unmute himself. Biafra Liberation, please, Biafra Liberation updates. Unmute yourself.
All right. I just have to ask this question. This one more question is, I don't know if the Biafra shop is open for people in the zoo to place orders, and if it's open, how do they go about receiving their stuffs once they place order from the Biafra shop? This question is a question that has been thrown to me directly in my DM, and in most of my comment section also.
When you engage, okay, sorry, PM want to answer.
The Biafra shop is open, and I don't think you can. It depends on what you are buying. So the delivery is all over the world. So if you are buying Biafra insignia or something like that, you know they are not going to deliver it to you, because once you get to the zoo, they will seize it. So, but if you are buying either through your friend who can bring it to you or something like that, then it works. But if you are buying directly from Biafra shop, and it has Biafra something, of course, the custom will just take it and it will not get to you. So the advice is that you buy through somebody until we have our own post delivery to Biafra land under Biafra government. Then it is possible. For now, anything Biafra insignia, once it gets to the custom, they will just seize it.
Thank you, sir. PM, that was the last question as you requested, sir.
All right, thank you very much, every Biafran here, and all of you over 1,500 listening after how many hours of this space. I thank you all for the successful 4-day sit at home that have ended today. We remain very calm in Biafra, while the Biafra Defense Forces will continue to engage the enemy and the terrorists in our land. We'll continue to call you to stay away from military, police, terrorist checkpoint, the kidnapping checkpoint where they enforce the disappearance of our people. Continue to stay away from them, because one day you will not know when the Biafra forces will engage them. Stay very, very far away. Whenever there is exchange of fire between the Biafra forces and the Nigeria terrorist state, we continue to call on civilians to remain indoor and stay away from the affected area. Very, very important. We don't want to lose anybody. So whenever there is engagement between the Biafra forces and the Nigeria terrorist state, you make sure you stay very, very far away. Stay in your homes. You can take your phone and video it, evidence. Because as we are eliminating those terrorists in our land, there is no video. And that's why they are not announcing it. But they can come on their national television and tell the chief of defense criminal staff that they are killing soldiers in the southeast, and he didn't debunk it. But you have never heard anywhere in the Nigerian media that soldier has been killed. Are you not wondering about it? They came and asked Musa, soldiers are being killed in the southeast. And Musa did not say no, it's a lie. Rather, he confirmed that they are in asymmetric war and guerrilla warfare with Biafra. But they have not announced that the soldier has been killed. Okay, they are falling every day. Of course, we are also losing men. But like Mazin Amdekano said, they will kill us, we will kill them. But at the end, Biafra will come. So please, civilians must stay away whenever the engagement starts. In your area, in your vicinity, if you lock your house, take your phone, video it, and let us have it as an evidence. Otherwise, the story will never be told. May God bless all of you. From here, from me, is good evening.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, PM, sir.